Hello everybody, welcome to Cherie Voyage. Today we're going to be going over some BYREDO pieces that I picked up. Spoiler alert, Metal Boots in the Snow is gorgeous. Let's go ahead and get into the swatches and then we will do a look and a mini review at the end. Let's go ahead and get into these two beautiful products that I got from BYREDO. The newest one being the Metal Boots in the Snow. And to accompany it, I got the BYREDO Color Stick in Kumedo. I like to start off with something very kind of subtle and minimal for those of you who like a lighter makeup application on your eyes, then build up to something more in the medium category and then do full-on glam. This helps you guys to know how to work with the palette. There's so many colors in eyeshadow palettes these days. This will help you guys be able to better navigate all these beautiful colors and decide what type of eye look you want to wear. So here's the beautiful Raindrop Compact. I absolutely love the design on all the BYREDO products. This is meant to be like a glamorous case of the past, having that kind of metal texture and finish, and they modernized it. Very clever and very cool. I have bought several of these palettes, and honestly, I'm not a fan, but I'm going to try a different approach today. It says that they work best with your fingers. So I'm going to do this whole look just with fingers. I might add one brush for blending, but I'm really going to try to do what it says online, which is use your fingers to heat up the product to get a really buttery, beautiful finish. All right, let's take a look at each color here. This is Formaz, a glittery top coat. Strap, a deep, rich khaki with threaded gold. Buccelli, a matte, dark bluish gray. This is Ground Frost, an earthy green with brown iridescence. And Verglass, a metallic silver. So I'm going to start here and literally work this way for a light, medium to full coverage glam eye. So I'm going to take my finger here, warm up that pigment, and just kind of tap it on. I really love BYREDO products, you guys. I have the body wash, the fragrance, the hand lotion, the hand wash, and I love their liner. I think they have great lipsticks. I love their Prismatic palette, the one I showed you, but I just have not been a fan of these eyeshadows. So I'm hoping today that I work with them in the way that they say works the best, which is with my finger. I'm just tapping this on here. It is grabbing the skin really nicely. It's nice and sheer. So for those of you that want a really pretty festive eye, or just want to add some light to the eyelid for the day, this is a great option. Whatever's left over on my finger, I'm just bringing up to the brow bone here. I'm going to add a little bit of this, very, very little bit, to the outside here and use it as a highlighter, just to see if I could kick up this look a bit on my cheek. You guys know that I love to use products in multiple ways. Pigment is pigment, so most of the time I find that I can use it in various parts of my face. Now, if you wanted to kick it up and use the same kind of color story in the same color family, you can do this one here and just tap it in the center of the eye. I'll do a little bit here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This would be kind of fun, just like a clean eye look with a bright red lip for holiday. Really pretty. I'm just tapping that right in the center just to kick that look up a bit and creates a little bit of a festive snow-like look. I'm gonna head into this next color, and I'm going to do two different eye looks now as we're starting to get, you know, a little bit more complex with this palette. On this side, I'm gonna do a soft, subtle smoky eye from lash all the way to brow bone. And on this side, I'm gonna do a look that's more of an almond shape, focusing the colors on the outside and softly bringing it into the inner eye here. And this is this deep, rich khaki that has the threaded gold in it. I'm just gonna tap that on the lower lid, just like I did with the very first color. Now I am finding that with these shadows, they want to grab. It has like a jelly texture, so it really like holds on almost too much, or even holds on to my finger. They're not super blendable. They feel good when you put your finger in, but it doesn't have a really easy slip. It feels like I want it to heat up a little bit, almost like I'd want to warm it up first and then apply it on my lid. I could see why they want you to use your fingers, because there's heat and oil and it breaks down the ingredients a little bit to make them more emollient. That's with most shadows, but this is just not heating up in the way that I'm hoping that it will. It's just really grabbing. I'm having to kind of push it across the lid, and it wants to stick to whatever it touches. So although I have a lot on my finger, it's staying to my finger, so I almost have to kind of wiggle it onto the skin to really get it to transfer. Just not a super big fan of the formulation. It's making the application a bit more tedious. From there, let's go ahead and do the same color, and now I'm going to just place it on the outside of the eye, just to create a little bit of drama on the edge here. And I'm just using my finger to place it there to kind of create that V shape. Briefly, chevauchage tip. 5 fingers you have. Imagine each little tip of your finger as a brush head. So this would be like a small to medium brush head. These are your medium brush heads, a detailed brush head, and then like the bigger blender brush or application brush to swipe a bunch on. If you're ever without a brush, that's a great way to utilize your fingers. When I was getting trained in makeup, I had a really good makeup artist teacher who taught me to do this type of application. All right, so I placed most of the color on the outer edge, stamped it here with my finger, and now I'm just slightly blending it onto that brow ridge. To create a soft, smoky eye look here. All right, let's head into Boo Clay. It's a matte, darkish gray blue color. Take my same finger, I wiped it off. Love this color. It's like a beautiful slate, bluish gray. I'm just gonna go right on top of that green that I did. But I'm not gonna take it up as high. I took that last color, the greenish color, all the way up here. I'm just gonna keep this on the lower half of the lid. Spoiler alert, I'm glad I got it. There's your review. I'm super glad I got it. I was really not happy with the other two, but it's something about the formula on this one. It still feels the same as the others, but the color story is really nice to work with. Very sultry textures, a lot of luminosity, blending really well on top of each other. Yes, it has a shimmer, but it's looking more of like a sheen rather than a high glitter. Obviously, besides this one, which is full-on glitter. Very, very pretty. Sultry, that's like the best word I could think of for when it comes to these. All right, I'm gonna grab a little more. This time I'm gonna use my pinky. And I'm going to go on the outer edge here again. But instead of going as far out as I did on the green, I'm bringing it a little bit more inward here. So leaving the green on the outer edge and bringing that boucle more towards the inside of the eye here. Basically doing the exact same technique, just further in. Taking a clean finger, now I'm just blending this. Another thing I want to say briefly that I am liking about these quite a bit, there is minimal, if any, fallout. Because they're grabbing so intensely onto not only my finger, but my lid, it's not creating a lot of, you know, debris down under here with pigment fallout. So that is really nice. It's an earthy green with a brown iridescence to it. I'm going to just keep building on this kind of layering from lash line to brow on this side. But I'm targeting this color by just sticking it right in the middle. Oh, wow. This has a lot of dimension, you guys. All right, let's go ahead and head to the other side here. Same finger, same color. I'm just bringing that in a little further. The last color I'm going to use is Glitter Silver Top Coat. I'm going to grab my pinky here. I'm going to put this right in the center. Let's kick this up a notch, grab a little bit more of that beautiful glitter color, and we will just put some in that inner corner of the eye here. All right, let's add a tiny bit, whatever's left, a little bit to the brow bone here, just so that we get some sparkle as we move around. If you want, you can take this on the outer eye and just do a line out to create something a little extra, kind of modern and editorial. And another tip, you can take this and put some on the ridges of the ear to create a fun little accent. And feel free to put a little bit in your hair if you'd like. Put it right here to grab a little bit of light, a little bit down the center of your legs, a little on your décolletage, anywhere where you want to grab some fun, festive light. All right, let's go ahead and do the other eye. I'm going to grab my pinky and use that color once again, that beautiful silver glitter topper. This eye I'm going to go a little bit more minimal, a little bit more subtle, but still fun. And I'm going to put this glitter on the half of the eye to the inner eye corner by the bridge of the nose. So just tap that right in the center here and then work in. And then whatever's left over, just put a little bit on the brow bone. All right, you guys, 2 different looks. Oh my goodness, everyone, I forgot to add the color stick and the Kumado, which is not a new color for this season. I just had to get it because it was so beautiful with the eyeshadow palette. Here is why I got it, because it just looked so beautiful in conjunction with the palette. Cannot wait now to try this on. I will definitely do a video for you guys so you can see how it looks on the eyelid. What are my final thoughts on metal boots in the snow? Definitely love it more than I thought I would. Pleasantly surprised how much I like this. I just want you guys to understand there's something very important. Use your fingers and know that it takes a little more time to work with because they're not super blendable. They just want to stick. So something to note. Glad I got it, would buy it again. And for those of you that really want to experience an awesome eyeshadow palette, definitely try the Prismatic palette by BYREDO. This to me is like, whew, lovely. Whew. All right, everybody, that was the end of the video. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, suggestions. Always love to hear from you guys. Let me know if you think, is this something that you're interested in? Is it a pass for you? Want to hear your guys' thoughts always. All right, if you guys like what you're seeing here on Cherie Voyage, it's super simple to support my channel. All you need to do is subscribe and use the affiliate links down below. They help me to continue to do this channel. All right, everyone, as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.